Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. We love doing home and garden videos on here. So when it comes to garden, it's more like the indoor kind, so we love bringing nature and plants inside the house, decorating with them, and we got some plants that we're bringing in the house for sure today. We're doing an unboxing, so let's go ahead and get right to that. The postman just came and dropped this baby off. I cannot wait to open this. So it hasn't been in the mail very long. I ordered this plant on Etsy. It's just one plant, and it is from the shop Plants for Love 805. That's her Etsy shop. Her name's Melissa. She's awesome. She was super sweet, and I can't wait to see how the plant looks. This is a plant I've been looking for a while, but a lot of the sellers were just selling like unrooted cuttings or super tiny plants that were really expensive. So I was like, this might take me a while to find the plant. So let's see how it made it through the mail. Now, normally when plants are coming through the mail, you know, they might have some cosmetic damage to the leaves. Totally normal. You know, plants don't love being shipped. They don't love being put in a box and shipped around. So let's see here. Hello, happy to meet you. Enjoy your new plants. Thanks for the support. Share your plants and tag them at Plants for Love. So it is fall time, and there has been a little bit of cold weather. She's got it double bagged here, or got another little bubble wrap here to help protect it. So let's pull this baby out. Okay, so it's in a pot. Oh! Oh my gosh, it's huge! I'm just gonna remove the paper that she used to put to keep the soil in. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It is much larger than I even expected. I knew it was going to be in a 6-inch pot, but you still never know how full the pot's going to be. But this, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. The leaves are so dainty and lovely. Okay, I'm gonna untangle this just very carefully because I don't want to have it travel all that way. Well, all that way. It came from California, but I want to be careful with it because the poor little baby has been tucked in a box for a couple of days. Now this shipped out on Monday. Today is Wednesday right now, so it only took 2 days for it to get to me. So this is a Tradescantia fluminensis lilac, and it is a different type of Tradescantia compared to my Nanook or like the one I have up here, the rainbow tricolor fluminensis. So different. I'm not like collecting all of the Tradescantias, but there's like a handful that are my favorites, and there's some that are kind of hard to get a hold of, and this just happens to be one of them. So these, oh, look how long that is. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's got little hints, little kisses of the lilac color on here. Now, the thing is with these Tradescantias, just like the rainbow tricolor, they need light to get more color. And as the plant matures and has plenty of bright light, it will start to produce more and more color on the leaves. And this one gets really gorgeous pinky lavender tones on its variegation. Anyway, if Melissa happens to see this, thank you so much. It is beautiful. You do such a good job caring for your Tradescantias. They are absolutely gorgeous. It's just like so healthy and lovely. So the thing with Tradescantias is that they root really easily by cutting. So if you were to happen to accidentally break off a stem, then you can just easily repropagate that, you know, drop it in some soil or tear off the lower leaves so there's some nodes exposed, put it in the soil, and it should root up pretty easily, and then you'll have a whole new little baby plant. Or you can take several cuttings from a nice full plant and then keep making new plants. But they do root pretty easily. You know what, I'm just gonna pot this up with you guys right now, and I'll clear this away. I'll grab my supplies to repot. I'll go find a pot for this, and we'll get it potted up right now. So I just spent the last 30 minutes running around, grabbing pots, washing pots, bringing them up here, putting the plant in there, standing back, looking at it. Anyway, this pot is what I decided to, well, what I think I'm gonna be going with. We'll try it out and see how it is. I gotta really get the plant out and check out its roots. I know this is gonna be larger than what it actually needs. Oh, look at you, yes, look at this. When I was moving it into different pots, I actually already broke off a little cutting, so I will be potting that up. So I'm just gonna set that where it's safe and sound over there. I tell you, these things are very fragile. They have very fragile stems. Wait, I've got like moss all over that. Let me just clean that out. So for this Tradescantia, I'm going to be using the same type of soil that I use for my Tradescantia nanooks, which I have a bunch of those. I'm propagating some different cuttings of them too. So I've got a whole like little family of those going on, and they tend to do really well in this soil, which is really just a mix of a high quality potting soil, and then I add extra aeration to it with more pumice. So it's probably about maybe 30% pumice that I added to the Ocean Forest potting soil, which is by Fox Farm, I think. I think that's it. Oh, you know what? I also added some charcoal to this mix too. So I think I have this labeled just as my potting soil and pumice mix. Yeah, potting soil pumice mix. So it's just like a general purpose soil. So these Tradescantia fluminensis, they like their soil to be lightly moist. They like to dry, well, I should say they like it consistently moist, and they like to dry to lightly moist before getting watered again. So they always like to have a little bit of moisture in their pot. They don't want to be completely, going in between waterings, like getting bone dry. They definitely don't want that. So you want to keep it at least a little bit of light moisture in there. But they also need, just like any other plant, they also need oxygen getting to the roots. So that's why we add the pumice or perlite, whatever you're using. If you don't have, like anytime I'm mentioning ingredients that I'm using in my soil, if you don't have access to that, that's totally okay. People from all over the world just use what they have access to, right? Like I watch people in Indonesia using all kinds of, like burnt rice hulls and all kinds of other cool ingredients. So you just use what you have available. And so that's why I always like to tell you guys why I'm using it, because there's probably something comparable in your area. So I like to use pumice because I have access to a ton of it here. But if you don't have that, then perlite is a perfect substitute. So anytime there's an ingredient that you can't find, there'll probably be a substitute that you will be able to find in your area. Okay, this is just such a beautiful plant. I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm gonna take this little bamboo skewer out. I'm gonna try to be careful with this, but I'm likely to probably break some stems, but just because they're so fragile and they're just like ready. If you look at them wrong, they're gonna snap off. So that's okay though. Anything that does snap off, we can always repot and turn it into a whole new plant. Now see here, let's get this long vine out of there. Okay, I just want to show you guys what the roots look like. The roots are very fine. So this is a large pot for this, but I think it'll fill out just fine. I don't think we'll have a problem with that, especially since we're using a lightweight soil. And then also, I can see Melissa already has this in a good quality soil, it looks like. There's already perlite in there. So it does have some aeration. It's not like a super dense, heavy soil. So all I'm gonna do is just tease a little bit of the roots free, just so when I go to pot it up, they don't just keep twirling around the bottom. I want them to, be able to feel out that they're in a new space and they can keep on growing down into the pot. But these roots are super fine, so I don't want to disturb them too terribly much, and there's not a need to in this because she already has it in good soil. So I just teased the root ball just a little on the very bottom, but mostly it's intact, and they will spread out, the roots will spread out into the new pot just fine. Okay, now we'll just take our soil and fill in around the edges, gently. So for lighting, I'm gonna wanna give this as bright a light as I can give it, but it's gonna be indirect light or cool sun, early morning sun, just where it's not hot sun coming in the window, because that can burn the leaves. And these do have thinner leaves. They're thin, they're small, they're much thinner than like the Tradescantia nanooks. Those have a thicker, hardier leaf. Those can also go for longer periods without water. They can dry out between watering, not bone dry, but where there's not much moisture in there. You pick up the pot and it feels very, very light. So those do perfectly fine like that. Now the question is, do we want to start a new, you know what, let's just go ahead and start a new pot of these, because that would be fun. That's always fun. So I will just leave this as is, and I'm not gonna poke those back, because at first I thought, well, I could poke those cuttings back into the soil here, but I think I just want to start a new pot. Okay, hang on one sec. I'm going to clean up and I'll be back. I'm going to dust the edges of this to the pot because I got some soil there, and I got a little bit of soil stuck on the leaves, so I'm just gonna grab a little makeup brush. So one of the best tools I've discovered for plants is to have them have their own set of makeup brushes. It is so handy. So I actually have makeup brushes that are just specifically for the plants, so I don't use them, but they use them all the time. From sweeping, you know, soil off the pots to dusting the leaves, and I use different ones for different tasks, but just to have some that are super light and very gentle for these kind of leaves that are very thin and delicate, where you don't want to break the leaves or bruise them or anything. Just having like a really lightweight fan brush is one of the best ways to like clean soil off of them, especially some of these plants that tend to have kind of slightly tacky leaves. And here is the baby in its new pot, its new home. So see, it's a little bit big, you know, the pot, but it does have not that much volume since it gets more narrow towards the bottom. So I think it just looks bigger than it really is. But I wanted a pot that was fitting for a queen. I wanted one that really fit a gorgeous plant like this, that was more of a statement piece. It just kind of made it stand out a little more than like a standard pot. Because I've got a bunch of terracotta pots, you know, that are just like regular 6-inch pots that would have fit it perfectly. But I wanted something a little different for it. So this thing is gorgeous. I'm so happy that I ordered this. You know, I was online looking and I was like, that looks like the best deal. It's bigger. You know, normally I go with like smaller baby plants because they're less expensive and I can grow them up. And it's always fun to have baby plants, you know, but I like starting with the big plant too. That's a lot of fun because it's already like big and gorgeous. The variegation on these leaves is something else. I'll bring you guys in for a close-up so you can see it a little bit better. It just has just the slightest hint of the lilac coming through. This is one of those plants where just looking at it just brings like so much joy. It just sparks such happiness in me. I really, I just cannot get over it. It's beautiful, variegated leaves, and I can't wait for it to get even more color as I give it more light. So I will post Melissa's shop below, her Etsy shop. I love supporting small businesses. I love sharing small businesses that I discover online. I love sharing them with you guys. So I'll have her shop linked below, and her Etsy store is Plants for Love 805. Now that I've potted it up, I am going to water it because that was dry soil that I just put it in. And in fact, I'll probably end up bottom watering so that way the soil can just soak up whatever it needs. So I'll probably do that. I just got an email saying there was a package delivered, and I was like, wait, what? How did they sneak in here? They must have snuck in when I was filming. Ah, there it is, from Amazon. I had no idea I was going to get here this fast. I thought it wasn't coming until tomorrow or the next day. Oh, you know what, you guys? We're going to pot up the little cuttings too, but I've got a little pot here ready to go. Okay, so let me get this Amazon package open first, because it is a moisture meter. I love the packaging too. That is really cute. They made it like really nice. That would actually make like a really cute gift for a plant lover, you know, a plant person. So I ordered this on Amazon. The brand is Classy Casita, which is really cute. Plant soil tester is what it says. So this is a moisture meter. This is actually the first moisture meter I've ever owned. Normally I just lift my pot up pretty much and check the soil that way, or if it's in like a heavy pot like you know, some sort of ceramic or heavy terracotta, then I just poke my finger in and check it that way. But there's certain occasions where you're not sure what's going on and you can't really get down in the soil deep enough to find out, or if the plant pot is too heavy to be picking up every time, then this would definitely come in handy. So it goes from 1 to 10, starting at dry, moist, and then wet. So I'll show you what that looks like before we stick it in the soil. Hold on, I'm chasing my focus here. Hopefully that is in focus for you guys. So it's got directions on the back of the box. That's good for us first-time moisture meter users. So let's see what it says. How to use your moisture meter. Step 1, insert the probe vertically into your plant pot. In large pots, insert the meter to root level. In smaller pots, insert the meter about halfway. Step 2, adjust the position of the probe until the pointer on the dial swings slightly. Step 3, read the moisture level on the dial after the reading stabilizes. Step 4, remove probe from soil and wipe clean after each use. Tip, never use this meter to test water. It may damage the sensor. So hey, it works. I'm pretty excited about that. So that's really cute. I kind of don't want I don't want to throw the box away because it's like, it's so cute. Look at the little plants on there. They have like monsteras and stuff. All right, so yeah, if you were looking for a gift and someone, you know, you have a plant lover in your life, a cute little moisture meter like this and nice packaging and everything, I think that's a great idea. Look, it's like a little plant themed card too. I love it. So it says, Classy Casita is a small woman-owned business. Please support by leaving a product review. It would be greatly appreciated, Emily. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, she's on Instagram too, Classy Casita. Okay, I will look her up. Yeah, so very, very cool. I'm happy to support a small business, and I will look her up on Instagram and tell her her product is awesome. I love it. I love the packaging. Everything about it is really, really cute. Okay, so I got 3 little baby cuttings, and I've got a little tiny white pot. I got this at Walmart. In fact, I bought a pack of 4 of them because they were only like $2 or $2.50 or something. So I just got 4 of them for little purposes like this, little cuttings and things, because they are small pots. They're only like 3 inches or something like that. So let me grab, oh shoot, you know, I need a piece of screen. Let me cut this in half. So I'm just using a piece of window screen like I normally do. Every time I pot up plants, I use a piece of window screen, and I just put that down there over the hole to keep the soil from escaping through the bottom. Okay, let's put that under there and grab some of our soil. I'm gonna have to make up some more of this soil because I'm almost out here. Okay, I just realized my microphone was sitting on the desk next to me instead of on the camera for you guys to be able to hear what was going on. So hopefully you were still able to hear me with the built-in mic on the camera. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see this or not, but I've got a node here and then here. So 2 joints, and then there's some extra stem down here or internode. I'm just gonna snip this a little bit shorter. So I'll just cut that in half because that's pretty long. I'm just gonna take the end of my brush, poke it down into the soil, make some room, and stick this directly into the soil. And I'm gonna have 2 nodes down under the soil. And then our second piece, oh, so this has 2 nodes here. I'll snip this one a little bit shorter. And you do not have to wait for these to dry, you know, or callus or anything. It's not like planting a succulent. You can just stick this directly into soil and it's gonna be perfectly fine. So I'm gonna plant this one just up to this leaf here so it covers 2 nodes. And then this little thing, that was just a little itty bitty baby, but it does have like 2 nodes here that are really close together. You guys probably can't see that, but yeah, it does have a couple nodes there, and I don't think I need to trim that one. Here, I'm just gonna stick that right here. Both of those nodes covered up. So after planting up the Tradescantia cuttings, I just keep that soil moist until it finally starts to take root. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to be putting this plant. I'm thinking, because we want to give it bright and direct light, like as bright a light as I can give it so it starts getting more of the lilac colors in, lavender colors. I'm probably going to have it on my desk for now until I get a shelf, because I do have a plan to incorporate a couple of shelves in this room. So eventually my plan is to have this up on a shelf. I'm thinking I might have to make a trip up to IKEA. Maybe next Saturday. I'll take you guys up there if you want. I can vlog it and we'll go plant stand shopping or plant shelf shopping, both. Why not both? Maybe we'll even go to a nursery up there, because I haven't been to a nursery in Phoenix for forever. Like I think I went to one and that's like pretty much it. So I don't know, maybe we'll make a day of it. I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you again very soon. I've got lots more videos coming up, so I will see you guys soon. Okay, love you, bye.